Welcome to the Cadence webinar series. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cadence webinar series. My name is Haley and I'm the lead of marketing operations here at Cadence. And today we are going to jump into how to prevent ASCO fiascos. It's right around the corner and we want to give you all of our recommendations for a successful Congress. So let's get into it. So if you're on this webinar with me today, I am sure I don't have to tell you that ASCO is just 3 weeks away, but I can tell you it's going to come up quickly. So let's get into our recommendations. ASCO, it's one of the largest medical congresses throughout the year. In fact, in 2019, there were over 42,000 people, and this was pre-COVID. So now that COVID's kind of moved forward, I'm sure there will only be even more people than this. And that's crazy. That's a lot of moving parts. So we want to make sure that we're prepared in the best way we can. Also, if you're on this webinar, I'm sure you know that ASCO is an acronym for the American Society of Clinical Oncology. We're familiar with that. So we decided to reform this acronym for our recommendations. So we wanted to take another look at it, spin it up to try to help you. So our recommendations are A, act soon. S, sort your priorities. C, Cadence is your BFF, your best friend. And O, one team, one dream. ASCO, act soon, sort your priorities. Cadence is your best friend. One team, one dream. So let's jump right into it with A. Act soon. So now is the time. Sooner is better than later. Let's start it now. Get into the platform. So at this point, you've probably mostly been working on your desktop computer or on your laptop. If you have not downloaded the Cadence app or whichever platform your company white labels Cadence as, I would recommend you do that sooner rather than later. Familiarize yourself with the mobile app because you're not going to want to be lugging around your laptop at all times, or you're running to your next appointment. You're not going to take out your laptop, right? You're going to want to have that mobile version up and ready to go. So download that app. Make sure your profile is set up with your contact details. This is not only helpful for your other coworkers, but also for the Cadence customer success team to be able to reach out to you in the event that there are any last minute changes with your appointments. So make sure you have your cell phone number in there, your email address. You can add an image, a bio, a bunch of fun things, which I'll show you in just a moment. And number 2, practice the basics. So I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on our mobile application right now. This is the Cadence app that I downloaded from the Apple App Store. You also can download this on the Google Play Store if you have an Android. And to access our profile, we're just going to go to the top left-hand corner where the 3 little lines are to open up our menu. So here we can see the whole menu, everything that we have in our event for our Congress Academy. To edit my profile, I'm going to go all the way to the top and click on my picture. So this is my profile. You can see it's currently public. To edit my profile, you just click the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner and click Edit Profile. Here, you can see everything that can be added to my profile, like the title, company, your motto, may your coffee be strong and your Monday short. I stand by that one. And if your company implements some fun little get to know you questions, those are always an option. But what's most important here, as I scroll back up to the top, is your email address and your phone number, of course, in case someone has to get in contact with you. Some other things you should know about this app here. So I'm going to click back on the 3 lines in the upper left-hand corner and go back to my home here, which is the little home icon. In your upper right-hand corner, you can find any message channels that you're a part of. So you can send any direct messages. Let's talk to Christina. Hi. Which is helpful to contact anyone on the platform. Additionally, again, on your left-hand side with the 3 lines, you can see our whole menu populate here. So we'll get a little bit more into this later, but essentially anything you need to access through the Cadence app can be accessed on this menu here. So your appointments, customers, schedule, people. So just get in there, start clicking around, start to familiarize yourself with the mobile application so you're ready to go on the Congress day. And next up for Act Soon, check in with your timelines. So you should be working with your customer success team or team manager to help you with these setting up of your timelines. You should already have this information with you. But if you don't, here's an example timeline. So of course, it's going to be a little different from company to company, but essentially at this point, outreach should have just begun or about to begin, or it might be underway. And in that case, you are good. You are right on the right path. So we really want that outreach going. And what's important to look at with your timelines is ensuring that you're not missing any key dates that your customer success team manager has laid out for you. So everyone's a little bit different, right? Some people have specific blackout dates that they need communicated to us, or many different use cases here. So make sure you're checking in with that timeline, especially as we come up onto Memorial Day. Everyone's going to want to take a nice day off there. So check in with your timeline, make sure things are going well. And if you have any questions, it's now a great time to reach out to your customer success team because there's still plenty of time to get those questions answered before the Congress. So act soon. Once again, get into the platform, practice that mobile app, and check in with your timelines. Next up, sort your priorities. Now is the time to define your goals for ASCO. So what are these goals, right? First and foremost, who do you want to meet with? This is why we're all there. We want to meet with our HCPs. We want to make the most of everyone's time. So defining who you want to meet with is key. And are there any metrics around this that are important? Are there a certain amount of appointments that you want to hit? Are there certain metrics that we should be aware of as your Cadence customer success team? Now is a great time to communicate these, especially if there's any key metrics or KPIs that you want to hit. This way we can keep this in mind as we lead up to the Congress and during the Congress so that we are ready to deliver you the metrics and the analytics post-Congress. So make sure you're starting to think about this and starting to define those goals. Along these same lines are who is the most important to meet with? The reality is the Congress is very large, right? What did I say before? 42,000 people. The reality is you're not going to be able to meet with every single person you want to meet with. We are going to try our hardest to make sure you do, but let's be realistic here. So by prioritizing who's the most important, who are those tier 1 HCPs, is going to be vital to bring you success. So this way we can prioritize, okay, we know we need this meeting in there, so let's make it happen. And lastly, for sorting your priorities, it's very important to know who needs to attend what meetings. So this is another feature built within our platform where you can say this person's required, these people aren't. And the more we know this, the better, because if it's a really important tier 1 HCP and we know that John and Sally need to be there, but maybe Amy doesn't, then great. John and Sally and the HCP have Monday at 9 a.m. and Sally's busy. Well, now we know that we can prioritize this and book that meeting for you. So defining these and tagging them within the platform is very important. And I'll show you a little bit more about that on the next page. So S, sort your priorities. Up next, C, Cadence is your best friend. Cadence is your best friend forever, your BFF. Now, why is this? Why would this be? Well, let me tell you. We have over 5 years experience within this platform, and this platform was built with medical congresses in mind. So our platform features are built specifically for this use case. So I am just scratching the surface today of what Cadence can do for you, but trust me, Cadence is your best friend if you work together with it. So let me jump in. Number one, all of your communications are in one place. All of the information you need, anything that you need to get to is in that one place. So let me give you a quick tutorial on communications within Cadence. One of the great things about Cadence is that everything you need is in one place. And first and foremost, that would be communications. Now, communications can cover a wide span of different topics. So communications could be communications from your company to you. So for example, there could be any announcements here right on the main page. But let's talk about communication from person to person first. So number one, if you go to the right hand of your screen, which I showed you on the mobile version earlier, is your direct messaging and group messaging channels. So you can access that here. Additionally, if you want to communicate with any attendees or anyone in your company, rather, you could go to the people section for the attendees. Now, just a reminder, this could be renamed to something different based on your company needs, so just keep that in mind. But essentially, everyone from your company would be in this place. So you can send them any messages through the platform or go to their profiles to find out their contact information should you need it. Now, communications in regards to resources that you can find over here on the left, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later in our presentation. Up next, customer list and profiles within Cadence. So this is a really great feature about Cadence, that it's a lifetime platform. So if you've created a customer at a congress, maybe, I don't know, ESMO last year or wherever you've met this customer before, all of the historical data on that customer is stored within the platform and you can access at the swipe of a finger. So having those customer lists built out already is very important, and knowing how to access them is very helpful. So accessing your customer list, number one, and also profiles within Cadence. So we talked about this a little bit before with Act Soon, but ensuring that your profile is set up and also that your coworkers are. So if at any point you need to contact someone, you can go right to their profile within Cadence, get the information you need, and you're on your merry way. So let me show you a little bit about customer lists and profiles within Cadence. To access your customer list, just navigate to the left-hand side menu here. Again, customers might be renamed on your platform to HCPs or a number of different terms based on your company's use case. But essentially, let's go over here and we want to see our company master list. So this would be every customer that we've had contact with through our company that is attached to this Congress here. So we have a lot of silly names in here because this is just a demo event, but you can imagine all of your different doctors lined up here and professors that you need to contact all in one place with all the information that you need. Another feature that might be helpful is to see who's attending and not attending. Now, this might not be on your specific Congress, but if it is, this is a good feature that you could add to see who's attending and not attending. And then you also can sort by HCP lists, which we haven't built within this event here, but it might be something built out on yours. So head over to that customer section or whatever you've named it to check out all of your different options there. And it should be similar on mobile, as I explained before. The 3 lines on the upper left-hand corner, navigate to customers, should be the same experience. Up next, our bread and butter feature of this platform, appointments. So the main purpose of ASCO is to meet with as many HCPs as you can. So having our appointments feature set up to help you is how you are going to be brought to success. So we have a lot of features within the platform that make it very efficient. So one of these examples is meeting room availability. You can see who's available at what time when you're booking the appointments. This is very helpful. Additionally, when you're there, you have a schedule laid right out for you on your phone as you're walking around the Congress. You know where you need to be, who you're meeting with, information about that person, all in one place. Additionally, email notifications can be extremely helpful. So if you have those appointments set up within our platform, now is a great time to send out some email notifications to see, hey, are you still coming to this? Hey, do we need to propose a new time? So having these email notifications set up is very helpful. So let me show you a little bit more about appointments because I'm just explaining it and I feel like it's better shown. Our appointments feature. So we are going to navigate here on the left-hand side. Now let's go to all appointments here. Now, this is a pretty small event created just for this webinar, so don't have a whole lot going on here, but yours likely at this point is a very, very, very long list of appointments. Here at the top, you can get some quick numbers like how many appointments, how many are proposed, pending, confirmed, declined, and canceled. You can filter out by those if you click on it. So if you click on which are pending, you can say, okay, I still need to talk to this doctor, send this email, etc. So that is always helpful. You also can refine your appointments by day, time, organizer, your group, location, date, topic. So a lot of options here to narrow down that list. So for example, if you are the organizer and you write in your name, you can see the ones that are just assigned to you. So that can be extremely helpful. Additionally, appointments basics, let's jump into this here. So this is an appointment that's already been created. We can see that's a tier 1 priority, that the objectives are discovery and product demonstration. We can see that this has online meeting details, the organizer, the customers, and the internal attendees. So that's how it looks when it's all done. But let's go ahead and make an appointment together. Click the plus button, create appointment. Let's say test for webinar. I am the organizer and the scheduler. This is the most important. My objective is focus group, topic, marketing. Now let's add some people in here. So we are going to add Ariel as our customer. You can tell she's a customer here and not an internal attendee based on the color. So you can see that she is a purple color, so that means that she is a customer. So let's add someone else from my company. Fantastic. So we have Lauren here. If you add a star to their name, that means that we are requiring employee attendance here. So make sure you click that star if it's important for that person to be there. And here's a little key based on all of the different colors. So customer, employee, user not found, soft conflict, hard conflict. So what's important to take advantage of is that soft conflict versus hard conflict. So based on what time you choose, they will show up as red if they are unavailable, if they already have an appointment that is checked off and on the schedule, they'll show up as red, so you know, okay, let me pick a different time. And another way you can see their availability is by clicking on View Availability. So based on what's built out in their Cadence and what they have integrated with their calendars, you'll be able to see that we're all available at specific times. So all open here at 10 a.m., amazing, so I'm gonna propose it for that time. Or I can always propose it further down below. Let's just say we want this one at 1:15. You can select your room here. We will add a Zoom integration, why not? You can always add in a personal message to this meeting note. And if you want to send invites out to the customer and the other people for the event, you leave this toggled on. If you don't want this to be sent to them, you can just toggle this off. So toggle it off if you're just working in the back end, switching things around. Toggle it on if you want them to be able to confirm the appointment. And of course, send updates and reminders. Similar, toggle off if you're not interested in that, if you're doing back-end work, and toggle on if it's something that you want them to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off these invites so I don't have to field that email later. And let's go ahead and confirm. Fantastic. So now mine is right here. You can see very similar to what Lauren had built out in the last one. And voila. So something else helpful when you are at the Congress, I had them automatically checked in here because it's starting at the time that I just made the appointment. But if I had created the appointment, a week from now or 3 weeks from now, like we're going to for ASCO, it wouldn't have automatically checked them in like that. So as our customers arrive, you can have your Cadence Success team member, yourself, or whoever you've contracted for this ASCO event to check in the doctors as they come in. This is really helpful for post-Congress analytics to see how many doctors checked in, how many successful appointments did we have throughout the Congress. Something else to consider with the appointments feature is some email notifications. So let's click back into this one here. As I scroll down here, you can see contact options. So this is really helpful when you're trying to do a lot at one time, right? We're juggling a lot of different appointments. So contact options can be great if you have some email templates you can build out and send out. Are you coming to this appointment? Are you running late for this appointment? Do we need to change the time of this appointment, etc.? So if you go into those contact options, you can create a new email template. Let me just show you one that we already have built out. So if I click here, this is one I've already built out. It's going to be to Lauren, our subject text, and then anything that we've added in here. Something else you might find helpful is location availability or room availability. Maybe it's named in your Congress. So here we can see that I have room A and B set up for my Congress. Now my little picture on all of these essentially means that the room is booked at this time. But if you want to book a time, if some times open up, you can always click in here and create the appointment like we just did the last time. And that's a lot of nitty-gritty details based on scheduling appointments. But if you're simply looking for just what appointments you have, what day and what time, go to your My Appointments section, which is also easily accessible from the mobile app, and you can see where you need to be and when on the day of the Congress. Next up, custom pages. It's in the name. This is a custom page that you can build out for whatever specific use case that you have. So for example, something we found very helpful for custom pages is frequently asked questions. So what you can do to set your team up for success is anticipate what questions you might get ahead of time. These could be something about planning or travel or any of the little details that you don't feel like answering 100 emails on, you just want it all in one place, all at one time. We recommend implementing a frequently asked questions page. Additionally, another great example of a custom page, is Congress maps and directions. So of course we get those Congress maps ahead of time. Those are extremely helpful to put right within the platform, right on a page so your team knows where they need to go at all times. So Congress maps. And something else we found work really well is written out directions or even video directions. So what you can do when you get to the Congress, maybe when you're picking up your badge, is go around and film yourself walking into the exhibit hall and directly to your booth. This is something that we can time lapse and embed right within your email notifications to send out to your customers so they know where to go. And additionally, for your team itself, you can have a home tile right on your home screen that says, hey, this is the way that we're going to go. So let me show you a little bit of that. So I jumped in another quick event just to show you a frequently asked questions page. So this is our Cadence Summit. I'm going to go into our custom page here, and you can see here are some event FAQs, so you can really tailor this to what you like. Again, this could also be a page that says Congress Maps, and you can attach your images right within here or your video right within this page. And last but not least, collections for your most important documents. So we like to call collections our library of your event. So you can really store anything in here that you think would be helpful. So websites, PDFs, podcasts, etc. And you can organize it too really nicely in these home tiles to send it out, or organize it directly within the platform by whichever topic or anything like that. So let me show you a little bit more about collections. All right, and for our collections, here's one example here, Event Cadence Resources. So this is my recently viewed collections, or everything we've stored within here. And you also can link out directly to any of these features that you've seen today on the homepage. So this is something that the event admins would do. So talk to your customer success manager, maybe if you want a specific resource linked out on your homepage. And there you have it. See, Cadence is your BFF. Like I said, we really just scratched the surface with why Cadence is your best friend, but we can get more into that later. And last but not least, one team, one dream. That's your O for today. We are stronger together. That is for sure. So what do I mean by one team, one dream? First and foremost, working together across teams in your company is going to be vital to your success. Because number one, we want to make the most of your time. And number two, we want to make the most of the customer's time. So if we know someone in one of your adjacent teams is meeting with an HCP at 10 a.m. and then they had free time at 10:30, but now you have them going across the exhibit hall to someone else, then they just have to walk all the way back at 11 o'clock. That's ridiculous, right? So the more we work within the platform and you work across teams to ensure that you are maximizing time, the better. Next up, one team, one dream in terms of working with the Cadence customer success team. We are here to bring you to success. And that is our main goal for the next 3 weeks. How can we set you up to make sure that you hit the metrics that you want to hit? And when we're there, how are we going to do that? Well, how are we going to do that? We have to make sure that everything is set up ahead of time. So working with us now to make sure you're hitting those timelines, setting things up correctly within the platform, communicating everything that's happening in your email inbox in the platform. So did someone ask for a new proposed time? Let's make sure we change that within the platform so that when the day comes, we're not scrambling for anything. So one team, one dream, working with your Cadence customer success team to ensure that everything is set up ahead of time and ready to go for the Congress. So let's review. A, act soon. The sooner, the better. Let's make sure you have that app downloaded, that you're comfortable navigating the platform, that you're checking in with those timelines. S, sort your priorities. Who do you want to meet with? Who is the most important to meet with? And make sure we tag those appropriately within the platform so we can ensure that you get to hit those metrics that you're looking for. C, Cadence is your BFF. The platform is designed to help you with this Congress. 5 years of this platform in full motion, we designed these features specifically for you. So the more that you utilize these features and make the most of it, the better. And I am telling you, once you are in there, you are going to say, how did we not have this the whole time? And lastly, O, one team, one dream. Working together with your own team and our customer success team is the way to have a successful Congress. ASCO, ASCO, who's ready? We're ready. It's going to be a fabulous time. We can't wait to see you there. This recording will be sent directly to your inbox at the end of the webinar, and feel free to send it on to your coworkers and say, hey, you might want to check this webinar out. And I believe that is all for today. So thank you so much for joining, everyone, and have a great day and an even better ASCO. Bye. To sign up for our next webinar, check the link in the description. And for more information about Cadence, head to our website, eventcadence.com.